Who dares wins. It's more than a motto, it's a mindset. The Special Air Service was born not from tradition, but rebellion. A small band of men who believed war didn't need to be fought by the rules. From the deserts of North Africa to the jungles of Malaya, they changed the way Britain and the world thought about special operations. But it all began with one man and one idea. In 1940, Lieutenant David Stirling was serving with No. 8 Commando in North Africa. He believed that small, highly trained teams could strike deep behind enemy lines, hitting aircraft, fuel dumps, and supply routes where the enemy least expected it. Denied formal approval, Stirling simply bypassed the system. He went directly to General Auchinleck, the Commander-in-Chief of the Middle East, convincing him that a few men, dropped by parachute, could achieve what whole battalions could not. From that moment, L Detachment Special Air Service Brigade was born, a deception name to mislead the Axis, and the start of something entirely new. Their task was simple: slip behind enemy lines, destroy aircraft, and vanish into the desert. Among Stirling's first recruits was Paddy Mayne, a fiery Irishman whose fearlessness bordered on reckless. A rugby player turned soldier, Mayne embodied everything the SAS would become: bold, resourceful, and relentless. He led daring raids against German airfields, personally destroying dozens of aircraft, and would go on to earn 4 distinguished service orders. Then there was Cpl Sillito. After a raid on a German railway near El Alamein, his officer was shot. Alone, Sillito walked over 100 miles through the desert to reach friendly lines, surviving on grit, instinct, and luck. These were the men who defined the regiment: unorthodox, determined, and impossible to break. As the SAS expanded, so did its reach. The Special Boat Section, later renamed the Special Boat Service, became part of 1st SAS for maritime operations. Among its heroes was Lieutenant Anders Lassen, a Danish officer who raided German-held islands across the Aegean and Adriatic. In 1945, at Lake Comacchio, Lassen led an attack on a heavily defended causeway, destroying 4 machine gun nests. When the 5th nest raised a white flag, he went over to accept surrender, but was fatally shot at close range. He was just 25 years old and was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross. By the war's end, the SAS had grown into 2 regiments, including French and Belgian detachments, but in 1945 it was disbanded. Its work for now was done. In peacetime, there seemed no place for Stirling's brand of warfare, but in 1949, facing a communist insurgency in Malaya, Britain needed the SAS again. It was reborn as the Malayan Scouts, a jungle warfare unit trained to track, ambush, and gather intelligence. By 1951, the name returned, 22 SAS Regiment, and the modern era began. Through the 1950s and 60s, the SAS became Britain's spearhead for counterinsurgency, fighting in Oman, Aden, and Borneo. In 1959, during the Jebel Akhdar campaign in Oman, 70 men from D Squadron scaled cliffs under enemy fire to seize rebel positions. Captain Peter de la Billière earned the Military Medal for his leadership, the same man who would later command British forces in the Gulf War. Technology, tactics, and the world around them have changed, but the SAS spirit has not. By the 1970s, the SAS had become a permanent professional regiment, but the real story was only beginning, because to join this regiment was now harder than ever before. Selection, endurance, survival. The SAS had turned its hard-won experience into one of the toughest training systems on Earth, a process that would forge the modern soldier from the legacy of Stirling's original few. This is where the next chapter begins.